When we found out about the hearing difference, it was scary.
Not knowing, if he could hear me or what he was hearing was really, really hard.
Well, in fact, Luke is the first deaf person I ever met, was my own son.
Minnesota Hands and Voices actually reached out to us very quickly. I think it was like within a week after we had that appointment.
Yeah.
So
Minnesota Hands and Voices, they first reached out to us actually a few days after our audiologist appointment.
I felt completely lost because I just had no idea how to manage it, what resources there were, what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing.
It's great to have resources, because without resources, I feel like we would have been lost on what to do.
And really what was nice about Minnesota Hands and Voices and being introduced to other families was to be able to see all the ways that you can raise a child who is deaf and hard of hearing.
Hands and Voices definitely help to bring us together with parents that are going through the same experiences and kids that are going through the same experiences.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need. We need a tribe, because that was my worry, not being able to have people who have the same experiences that we do.
Yeah, for us it was like a look into the future, because they would have older children. It's like, so I have a 15-month-old or 16-month-old. What does that look like, in 10 years,
It's never great finding out that your child is hard of hearing or deaf, but also it's not a disadvantage or anything, because there's a great big community out there. And so one thing is that I'm getting help learning ASL, so that way my son will always just have every opportunity given to him.
They're not biased to any one way to raise a child who is deaf or hard of hearing.
I think the biggest value that Minnesota Hands and Voices has brought is just the feeling of knowing that there is somebody that's there for you.
It's always nice to know that you have the help and you can ask for help and they're willing to help.
Anybody that's a parent of a young child like Kirby, somebody taking care of one thing for you makes a huge difference.
So, Minnesota Hands and Voices have helped me meet so many more very wonderful people who are also deaf and hard of hearing, and they've been there for me because I'm a mom of a deaf son. It's been really cool, this warm blanket feel.
So I think it's amazing, and he's gonna have an amazing support group too as he grows up.